Let me tell you how the Diesel, my dear friend, and Biggie combined to change my life entirely.
Forever.
Individually, they came together.
Individually.
Okay.
Biggie said one thing to me, and the Diesel said the other, and it came together. And you're going to say, when I'm done with it, you're going to say, this is so cliche. It was just waiting to happen. Yes.
Okay.
Chris Dem will say, oh, obviously, you're going to try something like this. It has to do with our $1,000, 1,000-pound weight loss challenge. Okay, Biggie told me on Friday, I don't want to spoil this. You tell me when to stop.
Okay.
But Biggie said I'm getting real serious after vacation in April.
Real serious?
Real serious.
I did say that.
He did say that. He said, in April, I'm getting so serious about this. He's like,
I've seen you guys when you're not serious. It's something.
He's getting serious.
Now, we're starting the second quarter.
Okay, we are. We're quarter in, almost.
Right.
And this is how this took place. Last year, we had the $1,000, 1,000-pound weight loss challenge. Biggie and I shook on it.
From January to January.
January to January. We want to lose weight. I put my goal in an envelope. Biggie put his goal in an envelope. If I reach mine and he doesn't, he owes me $1,000, and vice versa. If neither reach our goal, I owe Dave $1,000, and Biggie owes Chris Dem $1,000. Painful $1,000. Painful check to write.
The worst.
Absolutely.
The
no
one
one
I never
expects
want.
money to change hands.
No, right. Well, if we reach our goal, no money needs to change it. I said one day last week to Biggie, let's do this. Let's change course and quit. To which Dave and Chris Dem said, fine by me. Give me my $1,000.
Go ahead and cut the checks, boys.
Look like now.
Right. Okay.
No reason to wait till December.
Now, the history on this is in January, I started out aggressive. Immediately went to a no-sugar diet, dropped 10, 15 pounds in January.
Right into it.
Biggie did not. He said, I'll wait for you to...
Biggie's going to ease in.
I'm going to ease in.
Biggie had seconds at lunch.
That's right.
Playing the long game.
He said, I'm playing the long game. I'll wait for you to plateau and peak and burn out and then go right back to sugar.
That's what he forecasted.
Then in February, so cagey. He played it so cagey. He invited me onto his Big Foodie podcast with Jenny's ice cream. Free. And I fell in love with it, and I ate like a pig the entire rest of the month of February.
This is the best thing I've ever had.
So you lasted on your hardcore plan 5 weeks?
I'd say 5
and a half?
Yep. And then he got me. And people said, ooh, Biggie. Cagey, long game. He's been putting in song clips for Put Up or Shut Up. Sugar, sugar by the Archies. Jenny's 867-5309.
Pour some sugar on me.
Pour some sugar on me.
Ice cream man.
Ice cream man. I mean, on and on and on.
He's in your head.
He is totally in my head. Well, I've tried to correct, and I've just been kind of middle of the road ever since. And then Biggie told me on Friday, I'm doubling down after vacation. And he said,
it's time to start.
He's like, and he said, I'm bringing in a pro, and I'm going with this. He's like consulting,
nutritionist, and everything.
All these things. He's like, I've got to drop some weight. I'm doing it. And Biggie caught me and passed me because they drained 20 pounds of pus out of his butthole.
Some would say that's cheating, but that's life.
I said this.
Yeah, but Biggie didn't even see that coming.
Right. So
No,
I said, something's got to give. And as fate would have it, I played pickleball with my friend the Diesel on Saturday. I told you that. And we were done, and we were sitting there just chatting after it was over. And he has recently taken a trip, remember, to get his mom. He went to Florida to bring her.
Yeah.
He had to miss pickleball one weekend.
Oh, so she has had to move?
She's moved. She's moved from...
Is it for health reasons? Or
I think it was just time that she needed to be more near family more. And
she wanted to watch him play pickleball.
Right. He said, well, she was sitting out there on Saturday in a lawn chair.
Cheer, Mom!
Yeah, she was cheering us on. So he said he and his brother went to get her, and apparently he hadn't seen his brother in a while. And he goes, you would not believe my brother's eating habits when we were in Florida together. And Diesel said, I kind of consider myself somewhat healthy, but my brother has, and he's about our age, he's got 6-pack abs. He's got like less than 5% body fat. He looks fantastic.
the brother.
Veins. And he's
Is
like,
it Snickle Fritz or the other one?
It's the other one. Snickle Fritz. He's out in California, right? Is that what yeah. Snickle Fritz, California. This is the other one.
Sorry, this is weird.
Does Diesel know that you call his?
Yes.
He knows.
Yes, his brother played Snickle Fritz
that's right.
in Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express.
Oh, no, I've done other work.
It doesn't matter.
He's an actor and producer
And an
editor, and he's out in California.
Guys, I've done other work.
It doesn't matter.
If you watch Pineapple Express,
The guy with the socks who gets the Snickle Fritz?
Yes.
The white pulled up tube socks? That's the Diesel
that's
brother.
the Diesel brother.
Oh,
That's our
okay.
good friend's brother.
All right.
So the other brother, and they're twins. They're
correct.
They're not identical, but they're twins. So the other brother, he's in healthcare, he's a registered nurse. That's
right.
So they go down to Florida to move his mother.
I've met him in the ER multiple times.
Yeah, he's fixed Chris Tim's toes, stuff like that.
Okay.
So Snickle Fritz out of the picture, and they're down there and moving his mother, and he goes, "You would not believe what my brother looks like," and he's just cut up like you wouldn't believe. So, and I said, "Well, what's he eating?" He's like, "Well, Diesel says one night it's like 5:30. He goes, "What are we gonna do for dinner?" And the brother goes, "Well, I don't eat after 5 o'clock. You all know that." And so Diesel's like, "You don't eat after 5 o'clock?" He's like, "That's right. I don't eat after 5 o'clock. Period." So he's like, "I'm done for the night. Y'all do what you want." He didn't. And Diesel says he carries around a backpack full of like beef jerky and tuna jerky and all these proteins, nothing but proteins. But, and this is where you're going to say it's incredibly cliche. And this is what I've done as of today. I started. Okay, this morning I started. Every day he gets coffee and makes that bulletproof butter coffee. Have you heard about this?
Yes.
I've heard of it.
Yes.
I don't know the whole thing.
Well, Diesel told me, and we may have discussed this on the air before. He's like, they were sitting down at breakfast in the hotel, and Diesel's got like, Pop-Tarts and Cheetos and just sitting there having a typical hotel breakfast, a pastry.
The Diesel we all love.
All right, a pastry. And his brother looked at him and went, "Ugh, disgusting." And Diesel watched him put 2 pads of butter into a cup of coffee and then froth it in the milk frother. And Diesel goes, "You're disgusting." And he's like, "This is so healthy." He's like, "You're eating pads of butter in black coffee." He's like, "That's right, because I want to live." And this is what you do. This is what it's done. And so I read about it since I was told about it. I read all about it this weekend. It's called bulletproof coffee or butter coffee. All right.
So was this percolating in your head after you said goodbye to the Diesel Saturday night?
Well, I just thought to myself, I wonder what that's all about.
Bye. Bulletproof. I mean, butter. Bullet.
So I started looking it up. Now, Bulletproof is just a brand of coffee, so I didn't get that.
Oh.
That's all it is, a brand of
Okay.
coffee. But what you do is now I don't like coffee. I hate the taste of it. But what you're supposed to do is brew a pot of coffee, pour it into a blender, and then put in a couple of pads of unsalted butter, or you can buy this stuff called ghee, which is a butter. It's like the foam of a butter if you boil it. You can make it yourself, but I bought it at the old Trading Post.
And in what section?
Okay.
The froth.
You're not going to believe this.
You're not going to believe this ain't butter section.
It's for the knuckleheads who want to give their money for nothing.
It's on the froth aisle.
So, yeah, I went down froth and got ghee and coconut oil. So you put coffee in a blender, you put in ghee or butter and coconut oil, and then you blend it till it's frothy, and then you drink it.
Yeah.
And what it's supposed to do is fill you up for hours and give you more mental clarity and make you much more alert, which I think is just the coffee.
That's the caffeine.
Just giving
Yeah,
you
that's
caffeine, right?
caffeine.
But it says, and everywhere I look, it says this is so healthy for you because you won't be hungry again for several hours, and it's great healthy fats, and it really increases your mental clarity. And I did it for the first time this morning, and even though
in this building,
did it before I came, I brewed it up. I drank it on the way in. I brewed it at home, started the blender. Everybody in the house came down and said, "What's going on?"
all the lights dim.
Right.
Go back to bed.
Right. And had it, and I feel fantastic.
Really?
Yes. And it may just be the coffee.
Yeah, I think that
might
just
be the
coffee.
caffeine kick
It ain't
right
the
now.
butter.
But Dave, when I had that, and I thought it's probably just the coffee, I see you drink coffee all the time, and you're the crankiest person I know.
The problem is you
It's
get
not
used
working
to
for
it.
you, Dave.
It must be
Because I don't like
you
anybody.
You get used to it.
It must be you get used
Yeah, you get
to it.
used to it.
I
That
don't
must
get a
be.
kick from coffee anymore.
But what
really-
does it taste like? The way coffee, does it taste the way coffee smells?
It tasted more like coffee than I wanted it to, but it had more of a buttery. It's kind of like putting cream in coffee. So it was a.
Could you make it weaker? The coffee weaker?
You could. My
put
wife
put less coffee.
Yes. My wife brewed the coffee, and I had it. It's good, big cup. I think I'll do less coffee.
I think
tomorrow.
I know how your wife makes her coffee. You need to put less in there.
Yeah, she makes it strong. And then somebody else suggested. I've done a lot of research on this online. Somebody else suggested putting in vanilla flavored unsweetened almond milk to cut the coffee flavor, which is probably what I'll do tomorrow. But I have to.
I'd like to see you order that once at a restaurant.
You know,
I have a
you're.
coffee, and how would you like it, sir? Do you have any ghee
Y'all
and
have
vanilla flavored non-dairy screamer?
Please add
and
butter and almond
coconut?
milk. And almond milk. You're on your way to a Starbucks visit, buddy.
Yeah, coconut oil too.
You better write all that down so you can memorize how to order it.
Well, it's only ghee, coconut milk, and unsweetened vanilla almond milk.
With a stroke of almond milk, yeah, and the butter.
But you have to.
But the
froth
butter's
it.
the ghee.
You have to froth it. You have to do it in a blender. Otherwise, it's no good. Then it's just oily coffee.
Yeah, they'll froth it for you.
And so anyway, I just couldn't believe that this was supposed to be a healthy thing, and everybody was swearing by it online. And I do feel full and alert. Here we are 4 hours later, 4.5 hours later. So my plan now to combat Biggie's start on the weight loss journey
4 months in.
4 months in, is to drink this coffee every day.
This noxious mixture?
A terrible mixture of coffee every day to act like Diesel's brother. And I might have veins by June. I'm looking at having veins on my arms by June. That's
What
where I
about
am.
are you going to eat it after 5 p.m.?
I think I have to do that because that's what time we eat.
Well, and you're going to the gym.
Right,
And
yeah. So
I mean, look, I wish you all the best.
that's my new plan.
You've got the zeal of a convert, which is not uncommon.
That's right. That's right.
But you don't eat a lot in the mornings anyway, unless food happens to wander in.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. But I think this coffee, it says it's just an unbelievable elixir.
Well, now, come on. You I know you went to at least one college. It can't just be the.
wow. That's what you call a deep
Let me
insult.
tell you, hold it a second. That comment would have bothered me 5 hours ago.
My coffee,
But you're
Kelly?
so full of ghee
So
now.
full of ghee. Hey, listen to it.
Gee whiz.
Let me tell you something. On Friday, you called me pickle stank.
Well.
It hurt.
Call them like you smell them.
You can call me pickle stank all day. I'm fine. I've got ghee, and that's what's making.
How big a
Yes.
coffee is this that you drank? A cup?
I think you can do anything. I had like an oversized mug. I would say a little bit more than
So
a regular.
15 ounces maybe? 10, 15
Like a
ounces?
Yeti
I'd say,
tumbler?
a little less than that. It's just a large mug.
That's a lot of liquid.
Yeah, tomorrow I'd go with less. I'm going to go with less.
And you've
tomorrow.
got ghee or butter in there, which is fat, really,
Yes,
isn't
yes.
it?
Oh, heavy fat.
So that fat gets in you and expands, doesn't it? I mean, that what fat does? It
I guess. I don't know why it's supposed to be
But
healthy.
you can't be naive enough to think that it's the coffee that's giving him a six-pack in veins.
Well, it is.
He's made it sounds like
Right.
wholesale lifestyle.
It's the
change.
combination of coffee, and then he doesn't eat. He only eats for certain hours of the day, and he gets
Tuna jerky. Is that when you want to
Yeah.
live? Is that how you want to live?
heavy proteins. Yes, that is how I want to live. In order to beat Biggie at the $1,000, 1,000-pound
Bring
weight
on the
loss,
tuna jerky.
I'm going to have to go tuna jerky and coffee.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I didn't have butter coffee on my list of things you do, so this is a surprise.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
That's how I'm combating.
This is the first quarter adjustment.
Yes, I'm making an adjustment here.
that is quite an adjustment.
I'm
I
going
have
to
to
go
say.
butter coffee.
I was not expecting this. You
Right.
shocked me with this one.
Joey the nurse is on the line to talk about this coffee, but it's very popular now if you look online. Go ahead, Joey.
never heard of it.
Yeah, it is very popular. I've been doing ketogenic kind of carnivore diet for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
For over a year, I've lost almost 70 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been doing the bulletproof coffee some too. And just listening to you and your past, it's probably the caffeine that's giving you this kick this morning.
I'm sure that's true. I never have caffeine. I'm sure you're right about it.
Yeah.
Except when you're on the DC.
Yeah, I haven't been on that in a while. But you know, what everybody was saying online was it fills me up, it gives me energy, and I think more clearly. And I would say 5 hours in, I'm feeling that.
Yeah.
I'm feeling that perfectly. And then it is a lot of people who are keto do it because it puts you into ketosis and then you eat only proteins after that. So you've lost 70 pounds, Joey.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, congratulations.
All right. Yeah, well done. I'm going to try it and see how it goes. And then, of course, now I've got to have a lunch and a dinner that are sensible. But so far, this coffee has really worked.
Ooh,
for
the
me.
ball is in Biggie's court now.
So I just said, I want to say to Biggie, thank you for kicking me into high
Okay.
gear.
Yeah, I hope this works out for you.
I hope so, too.
Wait, I'm interested to see how it goes.
Let's just see how it goes. Now,
If you stay with that drink for 2 weeks, you'll be hooked on coffee.
probably.
You'll start loving coffee.
Now, I don't like the taste as of now.
You will.
I think a little milk, a little almond milk, because you
Yeah,
can't
I-
have dairy except for the butter, the ghee.
Yeah.
I mean, I really did a lot of research.
Cry
on
as you drink it. I'm gonna puke. Oh,
Oh,
damn
I
it,
was-
Biggie.
Listen, I was forcing it down on the way in today. Oh, the whole way in. I was thinking of
Snickle Fritz.